We are here at Zone 070 of Barangay Ukab in Itogon town in Benguet. This is the ground zero of the massive landslide triggered by Typhoon Ompong or Mangkut. Behind me, the eroded earth took away what used to be a bustling bunkhouse for hundreds of miners. The mountainside of Barangay Ukab was soaked in rain from the past weeks. Ompong's downpour was the final hit that led to the collapse. Presidential advisor Francis Tolentino says mining operations in the area made the situation worse. Tolentino was named conduit for response efforts for Ompong by President Rodrigo Duterte.
They said yesterday that the amount of rainfall brought by Ompong was more than the amount of rainfall brought by previous typhoons. I don't have the exact figures, but the mining operations contributed, the illegal mining operations contributed to the gravity of what we have now behind me.
Most of the missing are small-scale miners and their families living in a bunkhouse at the foot of the mountain. The facility is a few minutes away from the Antamok mining area owned by the Benguet Corporation. The mining company had used the bunkhouse but abandoned it after large-scale operations were suspended. Itogon Mayor Victorio Palangdan says it is Benguet Corporation's fault that the miners and their families settled in the bunkhouse. Palangdan says the big mining company could have stopped the small-time miners from taking over its abandoned mines.
When I said Benguet Corporation, why the first place? Why did they allow these people to mine their abandoned mining tunnel? May kargaho po yun. Kaya nainganyo yung mga tao na magmina doon sa abandoned mining tunnel ng Benguet. Nakatabi yun ay yung building na yun.
Palangdan says only the Department of Environment and Natural Resources and not the local government can enforce environmental laws. Headed by Roy Simatu, the DENR has since ordered a halt to all small-scale mining operations in the Cordillera Administrative Region. But this means the loss of livelihood to the thousands of miners. Barangay Councilor Jake Naboyes says 90% of the people in his barangay depend on mining, including his father and grandfather.
Yun talaga ang pangunahing gawain, trabaho namin dito. Dito lang kami umaasa.
Generations of miners in Itogon had always seen mining as their lifeline. Now, it has taken their lives. Now, volunteers scramble to find the dozens missing. With the passageways and power lines cut by Typhoon Ompong, the search is slower than hoped for. Rescuers use small equipment and even their bare hands to dig through the earth for the missing.
Usually naman handa talaga tayo na magresponde sa mga ganitong cases, pero ito kasi wash out kasi yung mga kalsada, kaya hindi natin madala yung mga heavy equipments natin. So talagang mabagal yung natin, yung mga kasi limited yung galaw natin kasi ang parang mano-mano na shovels lang at saka mga barita, yun lang yung gamit natin, walang mga heavy equipments.
As the tragedy from Ompong's aftermath unfolds, Itogon Mayor Victorio Palangdan announces his plan to shift the town to farming, agritourism with coffee beans as the main product. He says he plans to end Itogon's dependence on mining in 5 years.
Agriculture, we are going to agro-tourism project. As stated by our president that we should go agro-tourism. So that's it. We are introducing little by little the people will forget mining. Because mining is only a temporary source of income.
Rescuers hope they will find everyone missing. Some still pray they would find someone alive.
Hindi lang umasa, we are also praying na sana mahanap na rin sila. Hindi lang yung kawawa kasi parang moral obligation namin as kababayan, as Filipino. At saka itong culture namin sa Cordillera na hindi kami titigil hanggat di namin makuha lahat.
It was all about finding gold. Now it's about finding bodies in the mud. As mountainside communities here in Itogon reel from the landslides, local authorities, mining companies, and environment officials can only blame each other. Rambo Talabong Rappler, Benguet.